Hey everyone! Welcome to everyone who's joining. Hi Alexia. Okay, welcome everyone to another episode of Just Ask Me. I'm very excited to be here with you all. And here's Alexia now, my
Hi
co-host today.
everyone.
So if you haven't been keeping up, which you should be, because these are awesome episodes with UM-Dearborn's Just Ask Me. These episodes basically are the orientation leaders, me and Alexia, answering questions that you guys have submitted. So welcome to everybody. Very excited to see you all here today. Let's get started with just like an icebreaker real quick. And I have to ask this because I ask it every orientation. Is pineapple socially acceptable on pizza? Because I say it is. I love it. What does everyone in the comments think?
Well, I'll tell you what I like. People really say it can go with pizza. I'm not really a fan.
Fair. I get that a lot. No, Roman. Roman said no. Sad. Aw. All right. Well, welcome to everyone again. I'll go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Ava Abramowitz, and I'm going into my sophomore year at U of M Dearborn. I am currently an orientation leader. My involvement on the campus, I am in Phi Sigma Sigma, and I am also in Lyceum, which, if you don't know what that is our arts and writing journal. Encourage you to check it out. Plug there real quick. And then I am majoring in professional writing and rhetoric and journalism and screen studies with a concentration in screen studies. Alexia, if you want to introduce yourself.
Of course. Hi everyone. My name is Alexia Razu, and I'm a teacher in business and my involvement in great way to.
Okay, I don't know if it's just my mic, but I couldn't hear a lot of that. If someone in the comments, could you hear Alexia, or is it just like maybe my mic?
You guys can't hear me. I don't want might be the
Okay, so Roman couldn't hear either. Um, okay, yeah, you are cutting out. Maybe try again.
okay. I can. Yeah. Hold on.
Gotta love technology,
All right.
guys. Gotta love it.
I'm not sure where it cut off. I'll just start from the beginning. My name is Alexia Razuk, and I'm currently going to be a sophomore this fall, just like Ava. And my major is biological sciences, and I'm in the pre-med track. And my only involvement so far is I'm an orientation leader in the castle building, but I do plan on getting more involved. I plan on joining the tennis club maybe this fall or in the winter semester. So.
Awesome,
Did
awesome.
you guys
Love
hear
that.
that? I hope you heard that now.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna jump right into questions that you guys have asked. And if you are a freshman joining this call, I especially encourage you to like listen to this. This is great advice. So the first question that we got is, what is your favorite part about the campus?
So I'll have to say that my favorite part about the campus is that there's just so many opportunities for you to get out of your comfort zone, and there's so many like student organizations that you can join to like develop your professional skills, like your teamwork skills, leadership skills, communication skills, and I think that's just a great way for you to prepare for your future career, whatever that may be. And it's just also a great way just to like take a breath, like step away from schoolwork, and just to go out there and try something new.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I really love the clubs at U of M Dearborn. There are a ton of different clubs. You can check them out on Victor's link. I encourage you all to do that. But that's how I found out about, Greek life. That's how I found about like Lyceum, a bunch of different clubs that you can join, and it's a great way to get involved, especially being a commuter campus.
Oh yeah,
So
of
get
course.
involved, guys. Yeah, absolutely. So our next question is, what do I do if I have huge gaps in my schedule?
So, one thing you can do if you have huge gaps in your schedule, whether that may be like half an hour to an hour, if you have time, just head to the Mardigan Library at the U of M Dearborn campus, and you can like study and do your homework as just like to pass by time. You can also just like wait outside your classroom and just prepare for class beforehand. What about you, Ava? What do you think?
Yeah, I think the library is like a great place to go. I know a lot of people go there. If you're looking for a quiet place, like maybe study in between classes, fourth floor, that's a quiet floor. If you're looking to be a little more social, second floor, social floor.
Oh yeah, I heard
And
about the
then,
floors.
yeah, outside, I mean, obviously not in Michigan winters,
Oh
but
yeah.
outside is really beautiful. So you could go outside, or you could go to the Union if you have friends over there. Okay, Roman said UC couches, so I have to throw that in too. But the Union, if you have friends living there, if you just want to hang out in like the main area, all great options.
There's also the Chancellor's Pond, of course, when there's good weather, you can sit outside. There's Wi-Fi all over campus, so you can just sit outside, find a picnic bench, and you can just work till then, I guess, till your next class.
Yep, absolutely. Our next question is, when do classes start?
So classes officially start on Wednesday, September 1st, and depending on your class schedule, you probably want to check your schedule because you might have a lecture the next day or the day after, so your class might not start till like the next day, but definitely check your schedule beforehand.
Yeah, the only thing that I would add is if you have a class on a Monday, because I have a class on a Monday, it probably will not start. I mean, okay, maybe your professor will give you work or something, like throw it at you. But I don't have like an actual Zoom class for like 2 weeks, like into the semester, because there's like no class starting that Monday and then Labor Day. So if you have
All
a
right.
Monday class, that is something to keep in mind. So that might throw off your class schedule, but yes, classes tend to start on September 1st. Okay, our next question is, what is the best way to make friends at the campus, whether virtually or in person?
So I'm going to be honest with you, I'm only a sophomore. My whole freshman year was online, so I can't really say much about like how to make friends on campus other than just getting involved and joining student organizations and clubs and fraternities or sororities, whatever that may be. But just because like I'm an orientation leader, the whole orientation has been online this year, so like I met my orientation leader team online. So, and at first I thought like, oh, it's weird like meeting people online. It's like different, but like fast forward to now, like we're all like a great group of friends. We're all an amazing team with amazing personalities. The advisors are also warm and welcoming people. It's you just gotta get yourself out there and don't be afraid to like talk to people and just step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, I totally agree. So quick plug. Last year I created the UM-Dearborn 2024 Instagram page for freshmen last year, and I don't know who it is, but somebody created an Instagram page this year for the class of 2025. So if you were in the class of 2025, please go check that out. You can post bio and pictures and introduce yourself to the freshman class. Highly encourage you do that. They might have like group chats going on or whatever. Because that's a way that I made friends was actually like through the Instagram page. There were like group chats, and I actually got to meet up and meet a lot of the people that I'd been talking to. And that just kind of like led to me like meeting more people because like they knew people. So honestly, just like putting yourself out there, whether that's like, throwing up your bio on Instagram page or you're joining a club your Russian Greek life, just getting involved in some way, great opportunity, and hanging around campus. If you are living at the Union, which shout out if you do, I will be next year or this fall, I guess. But if you're living at the Union, that's also a great way to make friends. And even if you're not, just being on campus, like you'll meet people, whether you're like studying or just hanging around. Like just like don't just drive home, okay? Like after class, like don't go to class and drive home. Like actually be a part of the campus and the community, and like you'll be fine. You'll meet people.
Right.
Okay, so let me move my phone because I'm covering my question here. Hang on.
And also, like, when you join clubs, you're like meeting people with similar interests at you. So, like, you're making friends that like the same things as you. So it makes it a whole lot easier. And just know that you're not alone. Like, everyone who's also an incoming freshman, like, they were probably thinking the same thing as you. Like, oh, like, how am I gonna make friends and stuff? But it's just like, just get involved and don't be afraid to talk to people.
Yep, very true. Putting yourself out there. Our next question is, what are some of the ways I can stay organized over the course of the semester?
So I would recommend creating a to-do list, and I would also highly recommend getting a planner, wherever that may be. You can go to the school store, you can get it from Amazon, a store. Just get a planner and just create a to-do list. Write down when you have all your lectures, when you have homework assignments due, when you have exams. Like, it just keeps you really organized, and I just highly recommend getting one because it's honestly kept me so organized. And I used to think like, oh, in high school I never used a planner. I'm not going to really need one in college. But I mean, it's the transition is just completely different. I mean, classes are moving at like a much faster pace. You just need to find a way to keep yourself organized so that you don't fall behind.
Yeah, I totally agree. I will admit I am a procrastinator. So this is a like great question, guys. Definitely like being on top of things is something that I had to learn like in my freshman year, because I'm never on top of things. So I got a planner and that helped a lot. Like that helped me so much. Like I could see it written in front of me, like what I need to do, when I need to do it. Also having a calendar is great, right? Like you know when you have events so you don't miss them. Definitely encourage using like a planner and a schedule. Um, and those are just really great ways to stay organized. So definitely encourage that and don't procrastinate. Like, please, guys, don't procrastinate.
Oh,
This is not high school.
like I said, the college is moving at a much faster pace. You just have to write some side notes or whatever, just keep yourself organized.
Yep, you know, midterms in high school used to be like December, January. Nope, now they're like 2 weeks into
Oh
school.
yeah,
Like October comes, midterms. So
yeah.
like it definitely it moves fast, guys. So like please stay organized.
Exams
Um,
every other week.
yep, yep, facts. Okay, and now our next question is, what do I do if I'm failing a class?
Well, don't freak out. First, just be honest with yourself. Like, are you really failing or are you just getting a B in the class? Like, just there's so many campus resources that can help you when you're stuck. And one of those resources that there's office hours. So if you ever feel like you have questions, just go to office hours. You can meet with the professor one on one. You can go over some questions. They'll be able to help you. You can go over some practice problems, whatever that may be the case. There's also supplemental instructions, and they host sessions. It's hosted by students who have already taken the class, and they host sessions. They just go over the similar questions that are done in class. They just go over some practice exam quizzes, and they just help you prepare better for the class.
Yeah, I agree. One, don't freak out. Two, you can definitely talk to an advisor. I would say like, you know, first step be like, hey, like talk to an advisor. They can probably help you out. And then also just taking the tips that Alexia gave. And you know, if you think that you can bring yourself up, like I believe in you all. I'm sure you can like bring yourself up if you're failing from a class, you know, like and pass it, you'll be good. You know, like just, you know, taking like SI sessions or something like that. But if you really cannot like get out of a class, like you are going to fail, you don't want that on your transcript. There are options for dropping classes throughout the semester. There are penalties, just so you know. So definitely talk with an advisor about all of your options that you have if you are failing a class.
Oh, and like
Um,
take advantage of your resources. They're there to help you.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And then our last question that we have, before we go into like questions in the chat, is will I be able to balance a job with my course load?
So, to truly be able to answer this question, you first need to think about the type of worker you are. Are you the type that gets on top of things and does things like as soon as possible, or are you the type of worker that procrastinates and leaves things like to the last minute? So, first, think about the type of worker you are. And also, another thing you have to take into consideration is your class schedule. Are you going to be able to work with the type of class schedule you have? Like, I know people who work and go to school, and usually what they do is that they go to classes like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then at the end of their week, they would work whatever job they have. And it's been working for them. But also, you just have to think about the type of worker you are and like if you're going to have time for it too, because you don't want to have too much on your plate. You don't want to stress yourself out and not do well in your classes too. So I guess just think about the type of worker you are. What about you?
Yep, I agree. Um, this is a very individual question. So it really depends on like your like working atmosphere, and like what you have going on, what other responsibilities you have. I say absolutely you can have a job and like get all your coursework done. But I say it's very individual. You know, if you are working a full-time job, you might not have, enough time to put towards your classes. So I'd say really like looking at like how many classes you're taking, what type of classes you're taking, and what your job requires. Do you have a set schedule, or is it like by week that you get your schedule? If it's by week, that might be a little bit harder to actually plan out what your semester is going to look like. So just asking questions like that and seeing what the best option for you is. Um, Yep. Okay. So Roman also added that campus jobs can be very flexible with class schedules. So if you're looking for a job, you could always work on campus. They understand that you are a university student. They know what you're going through. They understand. And it's also really just a great way to get involved on campus. Again, like meet people, make connections, make friends. So
Right.
definitely encourage that.
Another great way to make friends is just to work on campus too. But yeah, just
Yep.
about the type of worker you are, and it's not impossible, but yeah, you just got to think about the type of worker you are. It's like Ava said, an individual question, so it's up to you.
Yep, absolutely. So now we're gonna start taking questions in the chat. And I think I saw some, so let me like scroll through.
Yeah, there was a couple. Jenna asked earlier, I think she joined in late. I think we answered this question. What are the best places to study? I would say the Mardigian Library, just because there's so many floors that like depending on like which floor you're on, like it gets quieter and quieter. So that's one place. There's also, like I said before, the Chancellor's Pond. There's Wi-Fi all over campus, so you'll be able to work online and study. What do you think, Ava?
Yeah, I agree with those answers. So the library, great place, obviously. Anywhere outside, it's really pretty. Yeah, I mean, if you live at the Union, you could always head across the street, back to your, room and study there. It's literally across the street. And there are always like tables and like chairs like all around campus. You could just sit and work. And then another question that we had.
What are you
Oh,
both forward to for this fall? I guess just being able to come back to campus. Like I've never been on campus, so I'm pretty excited to like go there, even though it's like half on campus, half online. At least like we're starting to transition back to on campus. So I'm pretty excited to meet people in person.
yeah, I am honestly excited for a lot. One, I'm moving to the Union, so I'm excited for that. So shout out to my roommates. Two, I'm excited to actually have like in-person classes and then like in-person like clubs. Like my clubs have been over Zoom for the past year. And so like I'm excited to actually meet people who I've been like in clubs with and like I haven't met them. Like I've known them for a year and like never met them. So super excited for that. And then there was another question that Jenna asked that said, what are your favorite parts about campus? And I think yeah,
Yeah,
we did answer that earlier.
yeah. So I said before, like my favorite thing like about campus is that there's just so many opportunities to get involved and to meet people.
Yeah, there are a lot of good things about campus, even though I haven't like officially been on, I've unofficially been on campus, but unofficially. I love the community already. I love like how engaged people can get. There are like a lot of good things about campus. So yeah, that's all the questions in the chat at the moment. Does anyone else have any other questions? Or, Alexia, do you want to like add anything?
No, just let's see if anyone has questions. Please, guys, if you have any questions, we're here to answer them for you. We want you to leave with answers, not questions. So please. And we're also, there's another Just Ask Me Instagram Live next month too. So if you forget to ask a question now, you can always ask then too. I don't see any more questions.
I don't either, so I think that we'll wrap this up. Just a note, you can watch this video on IGTV, also the YouTube channel for UM-Dearborn. Oh, people just joined. So hey guys, we're actually finishing up our Instagram Live, but if you have any questions about campus real quick, just go ahead and throw them in the chat, and we'll answer them for you. We're just doing like live questions right now. But also a plug for Mastering Maize and Blue. If you don't know what that is, it is a podcast series that the orientation leaders like me and Alexia are doing this summer to introduce the freshmen to campus. So there will be topics like Greek life, financial aid, disability services. So definitely go check that out, guys. It's a great tool. It's on the YouTube channel for UM-Dearborn. So definitely go check that out.
Yeah, so far we have like 8 episodes already on YouTube. So definitely check out those videos. Maybe some of your questions you have now, they're answered in these videos. So definitely check them out. And also if you want to check out this live video, it's on IGTV. In a couple minutes it'll be on there, so you'll be able to watch the whole thing again if you need to. Anyone have any
Yep.
questions before we go?
Okay, I'm not seeing any questions. So it was really great talking to you today, Alexia. Had a lot of fun with you today on this live. And I will see you for another orientation session very soon.
Yeah, see you, Ava. It's nice being here. It's nice seeing everyone here. It's nice to answer all your questions.
Yep, thank you all for joining today. All right, bye everyone.
Everyone.